Okay, so at a glance, what that is a small, they call it small short form production, right? Back in the day, Rob, you used to probably know, is we have these long, really produced videos that would take forever to edit, and now people just want really quick format type videos, which we can kind of discuss. But it's scalable. We can take that link and we can send it all to you and basically make referring fun and exciting. So how hard is it when you have like a person, it's like, let's say Robert, I'm like, wow, so you need some nutrition help. Well, you know, man, what's Robert's last name? I don't have his email on me, right? Like we run into all these problems that's no longer fun or engaging. My wife used to be my top salesperson. She kind of doesn't want to help me anymore because it's really not fun or engaging for her to have that same conversation for so many years, right? So in terms of the speak on effective personal branding, so as a personal branding photographer, I've worked in the entertainment industry for over 20 years and have been taught by some amazing people to help me in terms of having an eye for detail, which is the one thing that clients really like and appreciate. And now we have our whole team who can really help with all of these details, right? So these are some clients here. We have very big clients and we've got really small clients, people who've been doing things a long time, who are book authors. I've written several children's books, so I know that process. I know the process of production. What I like to do is if anybody else does this, I work from the date that I need it done and then work backwards, right? So this is my team. Diego, shame on you. You wouldn't give me a good smile. I need to reshoot your photo. You know, some people do like being in front of the camera or behind the camera, right? So Isabel, we used to do a little bit of salsa dance together. That helps me lead my clients, go left or right, and how to lean in like a teapot and smile. She's done some amazing, we just sent somebody to Cannes Film Festival, very high level, you know, business executive, and now we're styling her whole family for an event, so kudos to you. This is a new service. So we do image consultation, body composition, wardrobe styling, personal shopping. We'll buy it, we'll take it back, all kinds of things if you want to kind of get a new wardrobe. There's also me, this guy right here. Don't worry, I did take the bags out under my eyes, so we do a lot of Photoshop. Okay, and then Laura, who is just like so amazing. I'm just like, you're coming back tomorrow, right? You're coming back tomorrow. And we have a new person here who we've known for a long time, which is Luis, who's also a part of this bridge that we're now trying to create for each other. In the essence, in terms of how we are our own salespeople, our team of referrals, how do we make this all possible? So I do have some encouraging words to my sales force here. It's like, let's get on the same page. If you've got Dot, if you've got a business card, if you've got something, let's get a really powerful tool. So in terms of business branding, my friend Candace, she married Shannon. Shannon's in my BNI. And here's the cool thing of the power of your brand and your reputation. I knew who Shannon was years before I had even met him. I had seen this big buff guy at the park. I had seen this guy on billboards. I had seen this pink van. He's branded himself over time. This is not something when people say, I need a headshot, I need clients. Like that is not gonna happen right away. And your headshot is not gonna draw clients in. It's like a better version of a passport photo. So he's doing what I've done is, I relied on this for a little while. I can't rely on it too much more longer. I got maybe 5 years left, right? And so we did this, we've branded ourselves at an early age, and so this is where our momentum has really gone. So we are trying to bring up three factors: visibility, credibility, and profitability. For the last couple of years, he's been working on his visibility. Who is Shannon? Who's Marcus? Now people are gonna know with our signage, they're gonna know, you know, all the steps that we're taking to get people to know who we are. So my question is to you, do people know who you are? Are you visible to your market? And then this next one, after a little bit of time, is your credibility. Can people see who you are and really trust what you do? And the next one after that, a little bit of time later, is profitability. Right now with BNI, I am all referral clients. I just started in January, and everything that I've made since May has been all referral clients. It's madness to me. I was like, that's never gonna happen. And it's working. So that is awesome. So what we did was, for this KeyMaker card that we'll be getting to, we're working on empowering our clients with photo, graphic design and branding, and video. Video is the best. I started as an editor. It takes the longest time. So we need tools where we can be like, hey, I need this video in 48 hours, 72 hours, next weekend. And that's why we've hired a content marketer like Laura, because she gets it. We understand the product and we understand what we need and what we can make for you or anybody else quickly and efficiently, right? So this is a package. He actually got a gold package. It's our $14.90 package. Dennis won our gold package for one of our business branding. But the really neat thing about our gold package right now is an offer is now he has all of these pictures. And I've had people go, what do I need all those pictures for? This is something where it's like an over time thing. So Shannon now has photos for his email signature, business card, websites, the award ceremonies that he's going to be going to, magazines, newspapers, social media, traditional print, expo signage, affiliate links, blogs, articles. All of these usages are something, if you're not using it, one, having the material to be able to do it, or it does take time. I already know that, right? But Shannon has something which is really interesting. This is a commercial, everybody likes Shannon look, right? And it's also an expert look, but it's a little bit softer. We also have some expert environmental portraits. Our style is magazine quality. So if it doesn't belong in a magazine on anything, like on a book, like, you know, we want to make you look like the best. And that's going to give you the authority. Are you the authority in your room? Right? You know, Shannon walks into a room, it's like, you know, that guy's got the authority on some, you know, pumping some weights, right? Who are you? Do people know that you are the authority? You have a big clunky camera and you, like, people are like, hey, that guy might be a photographer, you know, he might know a thing. So do people know who you are and are you the authority? Does your brand really stand out about that? We have this guy named Johnny Windows. Everybody knows that's the guy who does windows. Like, don't mess with him, right? So think about that. When I go into a room, do people know who I am, what I do, and that I'm the authority on pretty much on the matter, right? We have something here called the soft sell. Soft sell is like, can I just message somebody and can I just say, hey, let's have a coffee, and like maybe throw in a little bit of business there, still ask about the family, occupation, relationship, or recreation, right? Right? I love that. Garrett's got this great Ford method, right? So family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Talk to him about that. That's helped me in so many networking conversations. So now Shannon has all his content. He's got his photos. We've got another client that I'm really fond of, Jason Will, KBD Services. Dennis came in. This is what we consider operational. Okay, if you're operational, when you make a phone call, who's coming into the house? Who's servicing and do I trust them? Is this a company of people that we know and trust to come in my house to be around my pets or my family? At a higher level, even though they are operational and we've unified them in a nice commercial look, we also gave them they're a more casual company. That's why I thought Jason would be great for town sites, right? And it's a more casual look and feel about their approach to doing business, right? So who here feels they have more a casual approach? Right? It's like some people, me, I can like throw a suit on and be like, let's go swim with some sharks too, right? I can do both of those, right? The casual approach is actually a little bit more new to me, so I'm gonna probably need your guys' help. All right, so we've got this KeyMakers card. KeyMakers is amazing because I've looked long, far, near, wide, however you want to do it. This card that Luis has been working on for some time was actually, in the beginning, competition. Because I'm like, wow, this guy has this thing, but I see it as competition, and it took me a year to see it as a tool that I need to link arms with somebody. And so now I'm getting clients, when they come in, I'm like, you've got to use this key card, because the key card it has so many aspects to it, but now with this sign right here, somebody can QR code my business from that sign right there, and they can get my message, right? So let's go back to Shannon's photos real quick. So basically, we have these cards that they could be our sales tool. If Jacob had a key card and is like, hey, I have a key card, Marcus, don't worry, I already have my own photos, I already have my own videos, no worries. I'm still gonna get you the key card. You could still put those photos that your mom took, whatever, I don't care who it is, or the ones that we did, right? And still now I can make this fun and exciting because I have the great content to be able to share, right? We should be helping figure out how can I share, how can I help sell better for the people that I work with. So once again, the authority, whether I have a client who says, hey, I'm gonna be on a magazine, I need to look like I know what I'm talking about finance, or we have somebody else who's, comes in who just wants something a little bit more relaxed, not like myself. Okay, so let me go back to that real quick. So I stole this from you, but it says right here that printed cards are a 300-year-old tradition, and 88 billion of them end up in the waste. It doesn't mean that I don't think, hey, I'm at a networking, I'm like, hey, you know what, pull out your phone right before you gotta go pick up your kid. No one's gonna, like, sorry, like you had your chance, right? Still get them that card. Keep the card, but still have more innovative tools at your disposal.
Does the key card have, is it a business card and the key card all in one?
Yeah, so it's, I don't know if there's, so it comes in this package, right? Mine's in my wallet. And what's awesome is you can also save it to the home screen of your phone. So this basically is your card, and when you tap it, your information comes up. What I love about it is, yes, it's a nice card and all, but I'm always like, what more can I get out of something, right? Did you have something you wanted to say? So right now, to me, I'm using the scalable, the link. Also, my business signage, I'm the only business that when you go out there, you can QR code my business sign, or I'm the only business you can QR code my business building and have somebody talk back to you, basically. The way I envision it is if on every page of somebody's trifold or something like this, it was a cue card video. So it's like, hi, welcome to my studio. These are the services we provide. Go ahead and schedule a one-on-one, contact us. Something that's a little bit more innovative in what you can do to get more longevity out of your content that we could help, or if content you're providing for yourself, okay? This allows us to scale, and I think the $150 investment for me, I'm like, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, and we're already like killing it right now. Let me see here. So yeah, I love the fact that it has flexibility. More importantly, look, I need to be able to sell you, and if I don't have the tools to do it, if I have another lame business card or another kind of lame, website that's really not, should have been updated or things like that, I can't go in there. If I'm your salesperson for each one of your businesses, I can't go in there and confidently pitch you, right? And that's what I'm trying to get everybody on the same page with this. We've got a couple of people here. Garrett was like, not for me, not for me, not for me. I love the fact that I love the no's, because the no's, when you're delivering a great product, at the end, it's a matter of time. When they're like, you know what, I thought about it, it's actually a no-brainer. It kind of really makes sense. And so that's why I thrive off of the no's, because it's like putting my product through fire and saying that it will stand the test of things. Okay, so if you want to learn more, schedule a one-on-one. We've got a restaurant, bar downstairs. We can even grab a beer after this. Anything that you might want to say? I see you got that smile, Luis.
I'm excited, dude. A lot of people are about mass production, and we're not. We actually care about your tools, we care about your sales, your marketing, your advertising, and I think what's important to understand is how people are all about first impressions. So, like, if your first impression is mediocre, you're probably not going to get that phone call. And I think there's a ghost story in this where, like, I don't remember the last time anybody's locked my phone number when I gave them a card. Right? That's really the part that nobody wants to have, right? I mean, we spend anywhere between $300 to $500 a year designing cards, and then maybe somebody will give us a call back 6 months later. Probably not, right? It's like you got to really make that impression last and go into that next phase of the project or the next phase of the process, which is the conversation on the one-on-ones, the appointment setting. So within the tools that we have, I think there's a website that we pulled, the website, we are KeyMakers. Within the tools that we're providing, of course, there's the photos, there's the bio, there's a few different features that we want to be able to kind of put out there is one is your calendar, right? Who here uses Calendly? Who here pays for it? That's good for you. Right? So like, it's offered at $16, right? And then it's only just that one thing. It connects to your Google Outlook. Well, we have the same thing, and it's capable of doing it right from their phone. So just to give you a quick demonstration.
Just while you're pulling that up for Shannon, Shannon is in my BNI. It was incredibly hard to sell for Shannon. We have his links, we have the pictures. These are, you can change these. So let's say you updated your shots, you're not locked in. You can change that photo. That's why you might want to have a different photo, right?
Yeah.
We also have Shannon's bio. We have Shannon's picture, get to know Shannon a little bit better. And we also have the capability of hosting 4 videos that you can also change out. So that to me is a sales tool that's innovative and scalable. And I can send a link to everybody and say, when someone needs a photographer or a branding specialist, do I have the tool to make it easy to and fun to refer this person? Because would anybody be more confident if this was in their sales tool to sell for a friend? Like, let me show you this really cool link where you can learn about more. And more importantly, what we're doing is we're controlling the message.
Right.
I had a lady contact me and say something, and she wasn't controlling the message, and she worked back on my message I was working really hard to put out there. It's damaging to me.
Yeah, and with the tools that we're trying to give you guys is it's based on like personal branding. It's based on the wow effect. So for instance, like I tap this in the back of my head of my phone, my profile comes up. For you guys who have Apples, nothing against you guys, but for the most part, it's up here, right? So you want to tap your phone there, and we tap your card here. And of course, in case we're, working with people with phones that have, like that have been built 2018 and before, you have your QR code here that pops up. So you could just kind of speed things up a little bit. And, you obviously don't want to pull this out every time, but for the most part, you can actually have people just scan the QR code and it'll go directly to their profile. So one of the cool things that we have is, of course, your calendar. So let's just say you probably sped up the process where you're talking to somebody and they're like, you know what, dude, this is really cool. Let's talk a little bit. All right, let's book your appointment. So that directly from your profile, you hit this button here and it goes to your calendar.
I think
You can book it. And
I think for a full demo, one-on-one would be
Yeah.
better. This is some of the process here. Okay,
Yeah, so, at the end of the day, guys, I mean, what you guys want to have is like be prepared, right? I mean, we're all in sales, we're all trying to get something going, and I think the last time, again, I've had somebody, save my contact in there with my regular card. It's never been done, to be honest.
And like I said, I thought he was my competition. Like, no, this guy is gonna be my companion. We're gonna do something together on this, and that's what I thought was groundbreaking for me.
Yeah, I love photography, branding, advertising. It's based on a software, of course, that you guys can get access to with the CRMs, all that good stuff. But for the most part, guys, it's based on your profile and all the tools that come with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All
thanks,
right.
guys.